And then outside of that, did y'all want to do any like music? Y'all listen to anything this past week? The new stuff that
I
came
ain't really
out?
had much else.
I ain't have much music.
Y'all
stuff this
y'all
week.
ain't check out that Big Sean?
Not yet. I am gonna check it.
I'm not checking for the Big Sean, bro. I'm be honest, yo. I never was, yo. Like, no disrespect.
I'm gonna listen to
I
it.
never,
I listened.
I've never.
I heard
like,
it was
pulled
good.
Up spinning
I
Big
heard
Sean,
it was
yo.
good. They said, well, I've seen people say it was good. I'll say it. I didn't hear if it was actually good.
I didn't.
Was it good?
I didn't, it wasn't. It was just.
Do
I'm
we
not
still
a fan.
do the robotic flow?
Yes, I'm not a fan of
Not
that.
a fan, bro.
And the production, like he's boring, bro. Like he really is boring. Like that's just real. It's boring. It's really boring to listen to. And he's got to find himself again, somehow to get some better production or something like that. I don't know, something to
He
get
tried
his
the
voice
Hit
going.
Boy joint and nobody wanted to give him a shot.
Now, some of the features are tough. He got like 5 joints on that I downloaded for sure. Like I like the one with him and Charlie Wilson. That's a pretty good song on there. And what's the other one I downloaded? I downloaded a couple tracks on there. But overall, it's really boring. And that flow, it's really like, I don't know. Sounds old schooly like now.
Wow, you said he's
Too old school.
No, I'm not gonna mention no names. I got respect for it.
Like I don't. Nobody's. You don't even sound creative. Like it sound like no creation
Sound
in
like
this
he's
at
supposed to be
all.
in the Sugar
And he
Hill
was
Gang,
talking
yeah.
about like he put his all into this. And he should have really named this joint because a lot of these videos he been putting out lately to me give off the air of like passive aggressiveness. So I think he should have just named the album Passive Aggressive because he didn't say anybody. You don't want to say nobody name really like that. Like you just a passive aggressive rapper.
Might as well jump off.
Name it that. Yeah.
It's not checking for the
Passively
Big Sean,
aggressive,
bro.
I like that.
I'm not checking for the Big Sean, yo.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
think-
like it. And it's called what is it called? Better Me Than You. It's the name of that.
He
album.
like how and Wale is super nice, but it's like he in that bag. Like, yo, it's like I'm
I
not.
like
checking
Wale
for
though.
him,
Wale's nicer. I'm
Listen,
looking
I'm
forward
not
to
checking
Wale's
for Wale
project.
like
I still
that.
when he drops a project, I listen.
I'm looking for
Well, when
Wale's
is the
project.
last time he dropped something?
It's coming
Like,
soon. He said he dropping
might be
something
2 or
soon
3.
because he just had them
Seemed like it was a while ago now.
those
2 years
those phone posits that came out. Those DMV phone posits. That came out. I want those.
Well,
Really nice.
since we on the music, I did have one album I
listen
listened
to
to.
one
So y'all know I love Goldmouth Chaz's music. Like that's one of my favorite Baltimore artists, and it's a guy that was featured on one of his tracks named C Watt, and he also goes by Wavy Watt. So I don't know what his real name is, but it's a album that came out called Wavy Zone. Super fire, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a song called Bad as Shit, yo. It's fire, dog. Like he really be spitting, yo.
Okay.
Baltimore dudes found Detroit beats, yo. it works
It was
well,
made
yo.
for us. It was
It
definitely
works
made
well,
for us, I'm
bro.
not gonna lie, it was.
It sounds good.
And then also one I was listening to, the Alligator Bites Never Heal, the Doechii album out of TDE.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, she's
Oh
fire.
yeah, I heard it was hard.
Fire?
Yeah, you gotta
I heard
check
that was
that
hard.
out. She can rap, sing, do all that. She's. This is why I was saying like. So I listened to Big Sean. Then I heard I think it was Joe Budden and them kind of brought up the Doechii album. So I went and listened to it. You can see the total difference in somebody who's being creative and actually nice and trying to rap and do something to intrigue people versus somebody that was just. I don't know what Big Sean was doing with this joint, yo. Like I don't know, man. It wasn't for me. And I tried my best to not be biased because I fell off of Big Sean, but I used to like Big Sean.
Know what my issue is with Big Sean? And it's not disrespect, but it's going to sound disrespectful. I feel like he's one of those guys that always saw himself as a rapper as more than what he is. It's like, bro, when are you? I don't understand how you think you like the guy. Like,
I mean,
you nice,
but I've had this
like,
conversation.
you're not the
though.
guy, bro.
One of the things, like, I always trying to figure out where did the disconnect happen because people try to I could understand why he might be feeling a certain type of way because people try to diminish his accomplishments. Like he was one of them dudes.
I think it's really the passive aggression. Because he
I
doesn't
think
ever say,
that
like,
probably is
he
some of the
always
stuff, yeah.
kind of alludes to, like, when I was talking with Kendrick, like, he told me everything was all good.
Now you know we talked
I don't
about.
like
I didn't
that
like the
shit.
whole show and
I don't
Charlamagne
like
text me.
that.
That was mad weird.
That's
yo.
nasty.
Like, why would
That's
you do that?
passive aggressive.
That's
I don't
lame.
even
And
know about
that doesn't work. It
We
doesn't
talked
work.
about it, dog. Like, yeah, she was showing him the text messages about
Oh,
Kendrick
yeah.
allegedly apologizing.
Yeah.
It was just like,
It's a
dog,
weird
what you
industry.
doing?
Don't do that.
And I felt like he was doing that trying to latch off of the energy that him.
Of
and the boy
course,
had.
man.
And this was it came. I could see that right there. It was kind of
don't
weird.
like
It was
it.
kind of weird.
He
But, like,
does little things like that, though.
but like when
to-
Mike
to
say
an
like he be
extent.
like he try to see himself a certain type of way. Yo, at one point I keep saying this. People got to stop acting like yo. He had mad hits out at one point. Yo, I was in
Nah,
school.
he did.
They was
He
shaking
did.
up. We was outside. We all were outside. It was crazy at one
But
point.
still, like in my mind, like that year, he wasn't bigger than Wiz.
I don't know what-
He wasn't
No, they
bigger
were
than-
no. They was. He had bigger songs. The Wiz.
Wiz was shaking off at that time. You talking about like 2012?
Until Wiz came out with that joint for
Black and Yellow was really his.
Nah,
kinda
that was
comeuppance.
cool, but until he came out with the joint for Fast and the Furious,
Oh,
that put him in
yeah.
another like different. What's the name?
But from like you remember Cushion Orange Juice, then he had the what was the Tyler out it was a whole bunch of
I hear
mixtapes
you,
that
but
came
you
out
gotta,
that
you
was
thinking
crazy.
of mixtapes. Big Sean had major commercial hits.
Yeah, he
like
did.
he was
the
2
dance
Chainz.
song.
Oh
Ass,
yeah, I
ass,
forgot
ass,
about that. I
ass,
don't.
ass,
What
ass.
you?
Bro, he was
Yeah.
rolling.
That
yo,
joint,
like,
he had a lot of
He was
joints.
rolling. yo.
That song is still it's cheeks.
Yeah,
though.
I don't really.
Wobbly,
like-
wobbly.
Yeah, that song is
Wobble,
cheeks. Now I just
wobble.
ran
Like
it
that?
back in my head.
Listen
I was
to
like,
it.
I don't like that song.
Listen to the
And he was
It was
spitting.
gimmicky
He was,
at the
he was,
time.
that was when he was really good at rapping too. He was
Yeah.
he was spitting.
his
like,
mixtape times finally famous and all them.
Yeah.
Like they that was,
Detroit.
they
all
was
that
cool.
stuff, yeah.
They was cool.
It was cool.
But
But he just it's a
recent
disconnect
time,
that
man,
happened, yeah.
something is happening. I don't know. He just don't got it no more. He should stop that. But yeah, the Doechii joint is refreshing. If you
I'ma
listen
check
to
that
Big
out.
Sean first, then go listen to Doechii to clean your ear palate.
And if you really want to get it, you know, on another vibe with some chill stuff, definitely check out Juicy J's jazz album. yo.
Really?
I listened to like the first like 8 tracks. I listened to like
You
the
liked
first
it?
8 tracks. Yeah, it's actually cool.
Really?
It's actually know what I want. I want West Side
It's called
Gun to
Raven Knight
snag the
Social
feature.
Club.
I want West Side Gun to snag the feature on his next like crazy project.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that would be a mean mashup,
I
bro.
gotta check it out.
Cause he got some super jazz stuff that sound like it would be like he was rapping over Theophilus Monk or Coltrane or something like that. But then he got joints that sound like they just use some solid samples that sound like I was telling Mike like sound like the Alchemist, beats, which is in that vein
Static
as well.
Selector,
It's a really
like,
good
all
like
that kind of.
it makes sense though. Like
What a legend.
he's a musician too. We gotta remember that he's a musician before rapper. So he hears certain things a certain type of way.
Academy Award
It's
winners,
cool.
man.
It remind me making all the beats when they were shaking off back in the day.
Like if you like Blue Lips,
Yeah, absolutely.
so
It's one of my favorite joints actually of this year. I can't wait till we put that album listed together. This was
not
actually
Blue,
pretty
my bad,
good.
not Blue Lips. What's the song on there though?
Blue Slides.
Blue Slides, yes. It's a lot of it has that type of feel, like, and it's Juicy J, yo.
Yeah.
And then they got like the kind of like the mob type of jazz type sounding cuts, like from like it joint is it's a solid project, yo. So salute to the legend, yo, for continuing to do his thing, yo.
Yeah, and the healthiest wild guy of all time, bro.
Well, the healthiest looking probably. We
I don't know how
why.
Juicy J is that
He
healthy,
might
bro.
look like
You
a
remember what they
raisin
was
on the
rapping about
inside.
in like the 90s though, bro? Like, yo, he must have quit a lot of things a long time ago,
probably
yo.
did.
He had to,
Honestly,
yo.
he probably
Probably
did.
got to too.
Yeah.
He's just a wild guy.
They all look healthy.